Good morning, students. So in the last class we have seen the finding method of that particular integral when the right hand side value is given in the form of e power ax. Now this is the second kind when the right side is looking like either sin ax or cos ax. So this is in the case of a higher order ordinary differential equation. So I just give you the procedure, later on we enter into the problem. So see the step number 1. First step is represent the higher order ordinary differential equation in the symbolic form. That means f of d into y is equals to q. This is the step number 1, writing the symbolic representation of the given equation. In the step number 2, find the complementary function by using the auxiliary equation. So that is f of m is equals to 0. So after writing that auxiliary equation, find out the roots. So using the roots of that auxiliary equation, find the complementary function by using the auxiliary equation. So in the step number 3, find the particular integral. The formula of particular integral is 1 by f of d into q, where q is nothing but either sin ax or a cos ax. 1 by f of d sin ax or cos ax. By replacing d square with minus a square. See here, in your denominator, wherever d square is there we have to replace with minus a square. Okay, so this is the step number 3. So after substituting, see, remember here, this is the minus a square, not minus a whole square. This square is applicable only to the term a. It is not applicable to minus sign. It is just minus a square, not whole square. Remember this one. And this minus a square we have to substitute here in the denominator. In only d square we have to substitute this one. Okay. So replacing in the denominator that minus a square. So wherever d square is there, we have to substitute minus a square. So after substituting in the denominator, there is a chance of getting two forms. One is when f of d is completely becomes 0, that means denominator becomes 0. Another case is f of d is not equals to 0. So we will discuss these cases one by one. So after substituting this minus a square in the denominator, if the denominator is completely becomes 0, then we have to use that directly formula of particular integral, that is minus x by 2a into cos ax, when the right hand side value is sin ax. If the right side is the sin ax is given, and after substituting this minus a square in this denominator, if it becomes completely 0, you have to substitute the formula directly, that is minus x by 2a into cos ax. So this is the first one. And if the right hand side is given in the form of cos ax, and you are getting the f of d as a 0, so that time also you have one directly formula which you have to substitute, that is x by 2a into sin ax. Okay, so these two are the like formulas. If the right hand side is sin ax, you have to directly substitute this one in case of f of t is 0, and cos ax we have to substitute this particular integral. This is the direct solution of a particular integral, x by 2a sin ax. So if the denominator it is equals to 0, directly you are going to get the particular integrals based on these two important principles. So coming to the case number 2, if f of d is not equals to 0, then you are applying the rationalization process and you are making the simplification. So these two cases are the important. So what is rationalization? That we will discuss in while solving the examples. So after that, find the complement, that is a required solution, just by combining these complementary functions and particular integral. So remember these steps. First one is writing the symbolic form of the equation. After that, write the auxiliary equation. Using that auxiliary equation, find out the roots, and that roots you have to substitute in the complementary function, that form. So after finding the complementary function, go to the particular integral, write the formula, substitute the values, and after substitution in this denominator we have to replace d square is replaced with minus a square. So you may get the two cases when denominator becomes 0, when another one is when denominator not equals to 0. When not equals to 0 is there, you have to apply the rationalization process to simplify that one. In case if the denominator completely becomes 0, you directly substitute the formula, particular integral formula, or you can say particular integral value. When right side is sin ax, you directly substitute this one, and if right hand side is cos ax, you directly write the particular value is x by 2 into sin ax. So after that, combining these two is the required solution of the equation. So let us have a problem. Look at here. D square plus 16 into y is equals to 14 cos 3x. If you look at the right side of the equation, it is looking like a cos ax form, right? So in order to get the solution, first thing is you just write down directly the auxiliary equation is. The auxiliary equation is, which is nothing but f of m is equals to 0. F of m is equals to 0. In your f of d, we have to replace with m. So m square plus 16 is equals to 0. So if I take this 16 to the opposite side, it will become negative 16. So if I remove the square from here, it goes to the right hand side. So it will become m is equals to plus or minus under root of a minus 16. So it can be written as a plus or minus 4 into I. So this is our root of the auxiliary equation. So now we have to find the complementary function. So this is the complex root, but it's not containing the real part. Then how will you write this one? C1 cos, that imaginary part is 4, that is 4 into x, plus C2 sin 4x into, there is no any real part is there, so it is e to the power 0x. What is e power 0? E power 0 is 1. So we will directly get this one as a complementary function. So in order to find the particular integral, what is the formula? Particular integral is 1 by f of d into q. So we know that what is f of d? It is a d square plus 16 into q is right hand side value, that is 14 cos 3x. So now in this denominator, d square term is present. So in this d square, we have to replace it with minus a square. Okay. So here in the q, what is a here? A is 3, right? It is in the form of a cos ax. A is 3. A value is 3. So this a value we have to substitute here in this d square. That is minus, as it is, a is 3 square minus 3 square plus 16 as it is. So 3 square is 9, that is minus 9 plus 16. So what is the value? That is plus 7. So numerator, the 14 cos 3x as it is. Okay. So plus 16 minus 9 is 7. So if you divide this one, 7 1s are 7 2s are 14. So 2 cos 3x is our particular integral. So now combine these two, that is complementary function and the particular integral, you will get the required general solution. That is y is equals to cf plus pi. What is cf here? It is c1 cos 4x plus c2 sin 4x, and the particular integral is 2 cos 3x. So this is the general solution of the equation. Okay, so see the next example. So solve. The given equation is in the form of a t square plus 4 into y is equals to sine 2x. So look at the right hand side value, it is in the form of a sine ax form. So first we have to write the auxiliary equation, which is f of m is equals to 0. That means m square plus 4 is equals to 0. So m square, that is equals to minus 4, and m is equals to plus or minus under root of minus 4 can be written as a plus or minus 2 into I. So this is our root of the equation. So using this one, write the complementary function, that is CF is equals to, so this is the complex root, right? So C1 plus C1 into cos, imaginary part is 2, that is 2 into x plus C2 sin 2x into e to the power of, there is no any real part in this complex root. So that means e power 0 into x. So e power 0 is 1. So our complementary function is just C1 cos 2x plus C2 sin 2x. Okay. So in order to find the particular integral, so write the formula. What is the formula? That is 1 by f of d. What is f of d here? That is d square plus 4 f of d into q. Q is the right hand side value, that is sin 2x. Sin 2x. Look at here, this is the d square. In this d square, we have to replace it with minus a square. So what is a here? A is 2. So write here 2 square. What it will become? 2 square is 4. So this is minus 4. So minus 4 and plus 4, the denominator becomes 0. That means f of d is equals to 0. In that case, we have to use that directly formula of particular integral. What is that formula? We have to write this sin 2x as it is, and in the denominator, if the f of d is becomes 0, directly formula is minus x by 2a into cos 2 into cos ax. What is a here? A is 2. So we have to substitute here. Minus x by 2 into a is 2 into cos 2x. So 2 2s are 4 into cos 2x as it is. So this is our particular integral. Okay. So here we are getting denominator completely as a 0. And in the right hand side, the value, the form is sin ax form. In that case, we are writing the directly formula, that is minus x by 2a into cos ax, as I explained in that procedure. So minus x by 2a into cos ax. So here a is 2. So 2 into 2 and cos 2x. 2 2s are 4, cos 2x as it is. So this is the particular integral. Now combine these two. So y is equals to CF plus PI. What is CF here? CF is, that is complementary function C1 cos 2x plus C2 sin 2x plus our particular integral is minus x by 4. This is minus. So our particular integral is in the minus sign, minus cos 2x. So this is our required solution. Okay. So see the next example, that is solve d cube minus 2d square. So this is another kind of example. Plus 3 into y is equals to cos x. So here also it is in the form of a cos ax form. So here a value is 1. So if we directly write the auxiliary equation, that is m cube minus 2m square plus 3 is equals to 0. So this one we will find the roots using that inspection method and synthetic division. So this is the third order differential equation. So we will definitely get the 3 roots from this equation. And that first root we will find by using the inspection method. So how will you find the inspection method? Just check, substitute the values m is equals to 1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 2 like this and so on. First we have to check for m is equals to 1. If this complete solution, or you can say complete equation, becomes a 0, that means that is satisfying this condition, or this satisfying this equation. If it becomes 0, then m is equals to 1 is one of the root of our equation, which is the first root. If it is not satisfying, then we go for the minus 1. Again this is not satisfies, means go for plus 2, again minus 2, like this. So first check for m is equals to 1, substitute in this auxiliary equation. So m cube is 1, minus 2, m square is 1 means minus 2, plus 3. So it will become 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is not satisfying our condition, which is not equals to 0. So now go for the minus 1 here. Substitute the minus 1 in this auxiliary equation. What it will become? It will become, first one is m cube means minus 1, and minus 2 as it is, m square becomes plus 1 and plus 3 as it is. So this is minus 1, minus 2 and plus 3. So minus 3 plus 3, it is equals to 0. Equals to 0 means m is equals to minus 1 is the one of the root of our auxiliary equation. So using this root, we will find the remaining roots of the equation by using the synthetic division method. How will you find the synthetic division? See, using the calculator, scientific calculator also you can find the synthetic division. Okay. So write the coefficient of d cube, d square, and there is no d term is there. So that d coefficient we have to take as a 0. So what is the coefficient of d cube? That is 1, and the d square is minus 2. There is no d term, so that coefficient we have to take as a 0, and the constant is a 3. So always we have to keep here 0. We have to add this value with 0. So this is the compulsory. So 1 plus 0 is, so here this is the first root of our equation by using which we got from the inspection method. This is the first root. So we have to add these two. 1 plus 0 is 1 and multiply with this. And that multiplication we have to keep here. Minus 1 plus 1, minus 1. Now add these two. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Multiply with this minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 3 is plus 3. That we are keeping here. Again add these two. You will get 3. 3 minus 1 is minus 3. So plus 3 minus 3 is 0. So this is the third degree. If it is the third degree equation, we will get the second degree equation. That means m square minus 3m plus 3 is equals to 0. So using this one, we will find the remaining roots. That is by the Sridhar's rule or quadratic equation formula. That is minus b plus or minus. Use that formula. So what is minus b here? B is minus 3, a is 1 and c is 3. So minus b minus minus becomes plus, plus or minus root b square, that means minus 3 square is 9, minus 4 a is 1 and c is 3, minus 4 3 is 12, 9 minus 12. So it will become 3 by 2. You just separate the terms. So 9 minus 12 is 3, and so this is minus 3. 9 minus 12 is minus 3. If I take minus outside, so I root 3 divided by 2. So this is the root of our equation, and this is the first root. Minus 1 and this complex root is, these two are the roots of the auxiliary equation. Using these two roots, find the complementary function, that is, this is the real root, that means c1 e to the power of that minus 1 into x, and complex means c1 cos imaginary part into x and c2 sin imaginary part into x into e to the power of real part is 3 by 2 into x. So this is the process of writing the complementary function. So in order to find the particular integral, how will you find the particular integral? See here, the particular integral, that is 1 by f of d into q. So our f of d is in the form of d cube minus 2d square plus 3 into q is our right hand side value is cos x. So here in the denominator, can we write d cube as a d square into d? So we are writing d cube as a d square into d minus 2d square plus 3 into cos x as it is. So now you can substitute that minus a square in the place of a d square. So we are replacing d square as a minus a square. So see here. So 1 divided by, what is a here? A is 1. So that means d square is minus a square. That is minus 1 square into d as it is minus 2 into a is 1. That means minus 1 square plus 3. So if you expand this one, what you will get? Here in the numerator cos x as it is, that is equals to 1 by, so it will become, this is minus, the square is applicable only to the 1. So minus 1 square is 1 into d is there, this is become minus d, and minus 2 as it is, and it is 1 square means 1. So minus minus plus 2 plus 3 as it is. So this is plus 2 minus minus plus 3. So 5 minus d, it will become 1 by, so this is here cos x as it is. So this is 5 minus 3 into cos x. So this value we got after the
plus 1 ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. Excuse me ma'am. ಅದು
yes.
plus 1 ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ರೀ?
Yeah.
Minus 1 whole square is ಇದು minus 1 square ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ.
Yes. Wait. I am telling you again. See, ನಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿನಿ minus a square. Here this is not whole square. ಇದು whole square ಅಲ್ಲ. Whole square ಅಂದಾಗ this square is applicable to the minus sign. It is just a minus a square. This square is applicable. It is only applicable to a value. ಇದು whole square ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? This is completely minus a square. So it will become, this is minus as it is, 1 square is 1. 1 into d is d. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes ma'am.
ನೋಡಿ, ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್. ನೀವು ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗ್ತು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬಹುದಿತ್ತು, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. So what it will become? Minus, this is d. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 minus d in the numerator cos x as it is. So if you observe this one, after substituting this minus a square in the denominator, we are getting the f of d is not equals to 0. So in this case, what we have to do? We have to apply that rationalization process to simplify this one. So as we studied that procedure in the case number 2. So how will you get the rationalization process? See here. So since the denominator is not equals to 0, so we are applying the rationalization process. So rationalization process means you are just multiplying and dividing. with the opposite. So you are multiplying with 5 plus t, dividing with 5 plus t into 5 minus d as it is, and cos x in the numerator, cos x also as it is. So this is called as a rationalization process. Just multiply and divide with the opposite signs. So here 5 minus d is there, we have to multiply with d and divide with 5 plus d. This procedure we call as a rationalization process. So if you observe this one, it is in the form of a plus b, a minus b form. Okay, so write a plus b, a minus b. What is the formula? That is a square minus b square. That is d square into cos x as it is. So now we can a square, that in the place of d square we have to substitute minus a square. So what it will become? 5 plus d into cos x as it is, divided by 5 5 is 25 minus d square can be substituted as a or replaced as a minus a square. So minus a is 1 square. Okay. So now again write the numerator as it is, and in the denominator 25, this is 1 square means minus 1 only. We are writing minus 1 as it is, minus as it is. 1 square is 1. So this minus and this minus becomes plus. That means 25 plus 1 is 26. Okay. So it will become 5 plus d divided by cos x. So if we expand this one, what you will get? So just open the bracket, 5 cos x divided by 26 plus d cos x divided by 26. So look at here, I just writing 5 by 26 into cos x as it is, plus here d means the differential. D stands for the differential. Now what is the derivative of cos x? Cos x is minus sin x. So write 1 by 26 as it is. Derivative d stands for the differential. So what is the derivative of cos x? It will become sin. Cos x is minus sin x. Derivative of cos x is minus x. So now 5 by 26 into cos x as it is. So minus plus minus. This is 1 by 26 into sin x. So this is our particular integral value. This is our pi. 5 by 26 into cos x minus 1 by 26 into sin x. So now you can combine this one and that complementary function. You will get the required solution. Okay. So any doubt in this problem? Otherwise I will take next example.
Once again repeat, ma'am.
So first we have to write the auxiliary equation. Directly I will go to the particular integral finding. Okay. So in the particular integral, first write the formula. What is the formula? That is 1 by f of d into q. Q is nothing but the right hand side value. What is the right hand side here? 1 by f of d. What is the d? F of d, that is d cube minus 2d square plus 3 is there. So 1 by minus 2d square plus 3 into cos x. So just I am expand d cube as a d square into d. The remaining terms I am keeping as it is into cos x also. So here in d square, as we seen in the procedure, d square with minus a square. we have to write as a minus a square. This is in the form of a cos ax. Now what is the a value? A is 1. So that one we have to substitute here in the place of a value. That means 1 a square. That means minus 1 square. So this minus a square we have to only replace in the place of a d square. Wherever d square is there in the numerator, only we have to replace there. So see, 1 divided by d square is, that is a square minus 1 square into d as it is, and minus 2 as it is, d square is minus 1 square plus 3 also as it is. In the numerator terms I am thinking as it is. So here minus 1 square is there. 1 square is 1. 1 into d is d. It will become minus d. So here minus 2 and minus 1 square is 1 plus 3. So what minus d? Minus 2 minus is plus 2 plus 3. So 5d, sorry, plus 5 minus d. So that we have to keep in here. So 5 minus d is simplified form of the denominator into cos x as it is. So after substituting this minus a square in the denominator, we are getting which case? That is f of d is becomes not equals to 0. F of d is not equals to 0 form. In that case, we have to simplify this one. To solve this one using that simplification, using that rationalization process. We call it as a rationalization process. So in that rationalization, we just divide and multiply with the opposite signs. So first multiply, that is, what is the minus d plus d, 5 plus d, multiply with the 5 plus d and divide with 5 plus d. The remaining terms I am keeping as it is, that is 5 minus d also as it is and cos x also as it is. Now if you observe this one, it is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. What is a plus b, a minus b? That is a square minus b square. That means 5 square minus d square. The numerator terms as it is. Now you can substitute in the d square, you can replace it with minus a square. So 5 plus d into cos x as it is, 5 square also as it is, minus also as it is, d square is minus a square, that means minus 1 square. So this is minus. What you will get here? The numerator as it is, divided by 5 5 is 25, minus this is minus 1 square is, so minus minus plus, 25 plus 1 is 26. Expand this one, 5 into cos x plus d into cos x. So here d stands for the differential. We have to write the derivative of the cos x. Cos x derivative is minus sin x. 5 by 26 into cos x minus sin by 26 is our required particular integral value. After combining the particular integral and the complementary function, you will get the required general solution of the equation. See the next example. This is also related to the previous example. So solve d square minus 3d plus 2 into y is equals to 6a to the power of 3x plus sin 2x. First write the auxiliary equation, that is m square minus 3m plus 2 is equals to 0. So how will you expand this one? Just factorize this one. M square minus 2m minus m plus 2 is equals to 0, and take m as a common in the first two terms, remaining is m minus 2. So in the last two terms, take minus 1 as a common, remaining is m minus 2. So m minus 2 and m minus 1, this is the product of the two terms. What is the m? M is equals to plus 2 and plus 1. These are the roots of our equation. Are they real or complex? They are real roots. Distinct or repeating roots? They are distinct roots. So how will you write the complementary function? Power of first root into x plus c2 e to the power of second root into x. So this is the free function. In order to find the particular integral, so look at the right hand side of the equation. Here in the same example, getting the two forms of the particular integral. So here it is the, which is the first form of the particular integral. This one is a e power ax, and its second term is it. So according to that, we have to apply the complementary function. We got the, so here particular integral is equals to, that is f of d to that right hand side value, and expand this one 6 into e to the power of 3x divided by d square minus d plus 2 plus sin x divided by, this is d square minus 3d plus 2. So here you can substitute square in the place of a d square. So this is in the, so how you solved in the that previous classes, the first method, the a value, they have to substitute in the complete denominator. What is a here? A is 3. That means d square is 3 minus 3, d is 3 plus 2. This is the first form, e power ax form. So here in the sin ax form, we have to substitute only in the d square term. Square is only replaced in the d square. So what is a here? A is 2. So minus 2 square minus 3d and remaining terms as it is. So you just simplify this one. Here is 9. This is 3 into 3 is 9. Plus 9 minus 9 get cancelled. Remaining is only 2. So 2 ones are 2, 3 is 6. What is the remaining term? 3 into e to the power of 3x is the remaining. So to expand this one, you just simplify this one. The numerator sin 2x as it is divide minus also as it is, 2 to the 4, and this is minus plus 2. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. Minus 2 and the remaining, that is a minus 3d. So if I take minus as a common, the term become completely positive, that is 2 plus 3d, or you can write plus 2. So that 2 plus 3d is our denominator. So after substituting the minus a square in the denominator, the complete denominator is not equal to 0 form. The denominator is completely 0. In that case, again we have to use the rationalization form. How will you write the rationalization? Multiply with 2 minus 3d and divide with 2 minus 3d. This method is called as a rationalization, multiplying and dividing with the opposite signs. 2 minus 3d, they divide with 2 minus 3d. Remaining is 2 sin x, sin 2d also as it is. So now again it is in the form of a square minus, that is a plus b, a minus b. So a square is 2 square is 4 minus 3d square, that means 9d square. So sin 2x as it is. So here in the first term, 3 into e to the power of 3x minus 2 minus 3d is sin 2x divided by, in the d square we have to replace with minus a square here. Okay. So after the simplification of this a plus b, a minus b form, we will getting minus b square. After that we have to replace this d square with minus a square, that is minus 2 square. So what it will become? 2 to the 4, minus 4. Okay, minus 4, this is minus 4 into minus 9. So minus minus plus, 9 for the 36. So this 36, so this is plus 36 and plus 4 is 40. Okay, so 1 by 40, you just expand this one, 2 into sine 2x and minus 3d into sine 2x. So 1 by 40, 2 sine 2x as it is. So here d is there. As I said, d stands for the differential of the sine 2x. Derivative of sine 2x is cos 2x and the coefficient of x is 2. Okay, sine written as a cos 2x into 2. So 3 as it is, 2 cos 2x. So if I take 2 outside, this 2 ones are 2 and 2 20 is a 40. So into remaining terms are, here we have taken 2 and this 2 as a common. So sine 2x minus 3 cos 2x as it is. So the first term, that is 3 into e to the power of 3x minus 1 by 20 sine 2x minus, so this is our required solution. So now again combine this particular integral CF plus CI, you will get the required solution, which is the complete solution of the equation. Okay, so this is the and this is the last example on this second method. So the d square plus 1 into y is equals to 12 minus sin x. Write the auxiliary equation. You will get the roots like plus or minus I. That means this is the complex root which doesn't contain any real part. In that case, how will write this one? It is e to the power of 0. Imaginary part is 1. C1 cos 1x plus C2 sin 1x into the e to the power of real part into x. No real part is present here, so it is 0 into x. So this is our complementary function. So our third step is finding the particular integral. So what is the formula? That substitute here 1 by d square plus 1 into the right hand side value. So you just expand this one, 12 cos 2x divided by d square plus 1 minus sin x divided by d square plus 1. So again 12 cos x as it is, we have to substitute minus a square in the place of a d square. So a square is 2, that means 2 square minus a square means minus a is 2, that is 2 square minus 2 square plus 1 into minus sin x as it is. So here the a value is 1. If you substitute this 1 in the place of a d square, that means it will become minus 1 square plus 1 as it is. So what it will become? Minus as it is, 1 square is 1, 1. So it becomes 0. So in case of f of d is equals to 0, what we have to do? We have to substitute that direct particular integral formula while explaining the procedure. So that is x by 2a into cos ax, that is minus x by 2a, sorry. The formula is minus x by 2a into cos ax. So this is the direct formula of the particular integral when f of d becomes 0. So this formula we have to write here. This is the value we will write here. Okay. So see here what the first term becomes. First term becomes 12 cos 2x divided by minus 2 square plus 1 and minus sin x divided by d square plus 1. So after substituting this d square value, we are getting the completely term as a 0. In that case, we will directly substitute that value, that is minus x by 2 into a is, what is a here? A is 1 into cos ax, that means 1x. Minus minus plus, plus x by 2 into x. So in the first term, how will we solve this one? 12 cos 2x. So this is minus 2 2s are 4 plus 1. So 12 cos 2x divided by, so minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. 3 1s are 3 4s are 12. So that is equals to 4 cos 2x. This is minus, no, minus 4 cos 2x plus x by 2 into cos x. So this is our particular integral. Write the complete solution, that is y is equals to cf plus pi. So this is our required solution of the equation. Okay. So with this, the second form, your second procedure, when the right hand side is looking in the form of like cos x or a sin x is closed. In the next class, I am going to enter into the third procedure, which is nothing but q is equals to x power. That is also important, that I will take in the next class. Okay.